I wanted to start getting my skin clearer so I didn't have to feel like I always had to have foundation on to cover my skin pigmentation from acne scars because I'm super self-conscious about it. I love makeup, but I don't like to wear makeup all the time. Like I've really been enjoying as I've gotten older, just like some BB cream with a little bit of glow, a little bit of reflective. Up next, let's talk about treatments. So keep it simple, double cleanse, and just really good base serum and a moisturizer. Like that's all I've used literally until I turned 40. What's up, Style Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Style for Life podcast. It's your girl, Katie, here. So grateful that you're here. I'm excited for today's episode. It's going to be a little different. It's actually going to be a lot different. It's something I've never, ever talked about on the podcast in almost 4 years of podcasting. And it came up in the Style Squad. So your Style Nation, listening to this podcast. And when you're ready to move up to Style Squad, let me know, but stay tuned because we have some juicy, extra juicy stuff coming up in the fall, and I cannot wait. So today's episode, it's actually kind of a two-parter. So I recorded it for the Style Squad because they have a private podcast, a little pocket coaching, if you will, 3 times a week on different things that come up on how to style our bodies or just mindset stuff that we're dealing with, because we all know that before we get to great clothes, we have to have a great mindset. And it was around skincare, and we did a whole summer beauty masterclass, and we really had this really good conversation about skincare products. And if great clothes start with great mindsets, then great makeup starts with great skincare. And people ask me all the time, like, what skincare products do you use? You have great skin. Honestly, I think it's genetics. So I've been gifted gray hair since I was 13. So I think my consolation prize is great skin. So, but in this episode that I'm going to share with you guys, it's an in-depth episode of the exact skincare products that I use. I use Korean skincare products. I talk all about them, which ones I use, how they're working, when I use them, how I use them. And I'm really excited to share this episode. I hope you guys love it. One of the dreams I had when I started the Style Squad was part of the vision was creating a space for really powerful female leaders to get together to share their style secrets, their beauty secrets. Envision a sleepover, if you will. Sleepovers were just magical spaces. I think like that was the first time we can remember, being in containers of women when you were sharing your secrets and you're talking about who you liked and who you didn't like and really, really bonding. And that was part of the vision for the squad. So we get in deep because everything we do in our outside appearance, right? Whether it's our skincare, the clothes we wear, is really a reflection of who we are on the inside, or what our core wound is on the inside, or what we want to express on the inside. It's really a reflection of our outlook on life. So I hope you really enjoyed today's episode. Before I pass you off, I have to talk about style. I wanted to remind you, don't kill me. It's almost August when this episode comes out. I think it's like the 31st when this episode drops. It's the last real month of summer, and then September, and we're going to have the juiciest September energy. Raise your hand if you feel like September is the real new year. And I know that you have some amazing goals and you got a photo shoot scheduled and you're probably going to a concert. You're going to a comfort. Maybe you are going to a concert, going to a retreat, a conference, a workshop. In-person events are heating back up, and this fall is going to be on fire. Do not wait until the last minute to plan your outfits. Not waiting to the last minute to plan your outfit and planning your outfit ahead of any of the overwhelm, ahead of any of the preparation, is self-care. Carving out the time and space and energy to get really clear on the intention of your photo shoot, of the event you're attending, the event you're hosting. The intention the goal, how you want to feel, how do you want to make the other people feel, that's deep work. And your outfit is going to impact your mood, your productivity, your energy, how you show up. Taking some time right now in the summer, while things may or may not feel slow, and getting really clear on what that is for you, that is showing yourself that you care about yourself. That is some serious, serious self-love. And the reason I always tell my clients, give yourself at least a month to plan your outfit before your big event. Hear me out. Your event's a week away. The outfit you are going to wear actually doesn't look as good as it looked in your mind. This happens to me all the time. Now you're stressed because the only place that can ship fast enough to get you new shoes or a shirt or jeans for this big event that you've waited to the last week to plan for is Amazon. And buying fashion off of Amazon is not who you are. It's not what you want. It's not what you represent. That's a quick fix. And you're going to put that in your closet. It's going to become a stray orphan, meaning that it doesn't belong. It's probably not really going to resonate with you. It's always just going to be floating out there. There's probably some amazing brands on Amazon. I am just not a big proponent of it because I really, really want to choose quality over quantity. I'd rather you wear the same thing over and over if it makes you feel amazing, if it aligns to your brand, if it aligns and speaks to who you are, than buying something at the last minute off of Amazon just because. Chances are it's not going to fit you the way you want it to fit. It's not going to last long. You're never really going to really feel like yourself. Just gift yourself 10 minutes to slow down and think about the vibe. Think of the colors. Think of the mood that you want to feel at this event. Give yourself some time to play, to be inspired, and then give yourself some time to ship. Because Murphy's Law, right? Like if you plan it now, everything will work out fine. When you wait till the last minute, you're going to feel so stressed. And then those outfits start arriving. And if they're not the exact size that you need or the silhouette that you need, it's going to be stress on top of stress. And you don't need that. You need to be focused and geared and running your business and running your life and doing all the other things that you need to do that are going to move the needle. And the amazing thing about this outfit that you're planning ahead of time is it's going to be sitting there as a reflection, as a reminder, as a piece of excitement to keep you jazzed up about why you are doing these things. And you get to wear it again and again and again. Now, you might not want to wear it before the big event, but then post-event, you're going to get to wear that outfit again and again and again. And you've associated amazing, awesome memories with the outfit that you can continue to pour into your momentum going forward. Instead of that late night Amazon shit, let me order 5 shirts because one of them's going to fit. They're all going to be crap quality, but it's going to be fine because I'm just need it for this one-time event. Nope, we're stopping that. We're stepping away from that. That's not self-love. That's not compassion. That's not carving out the time and space. That's just perpetuating our fears and our self-doubt. The woman you're becoming, the woman that you're envisioning, the be her now. What does that woman do? That woman plans her outfits in advance for exactly how she wants to feel and who she is and who she's serving. And she draws on that energy to create the content, the presentation, the feeling, the vibe, the ambiance, the essence of the event, the photo shoot, the conference, the workshop, the talk that she's giving, because it's all connected and she's going to pay it forward. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed that little teeny mini podcast episode on why you should plan your event ahead of time. And we were going to dive into skincare products that I use. If you have a photo shoot coming up or any other event, go listen to my private podcast series on exactly how to bring your brand in and meld it into your outfit for those big events. Yes, the private podcast series is geared to nailing your next photo shoot, but if you're attending a big event, I'm pretty sure it'll be photographed, right? And put on social media or used for content to repurposing. So go check that out, katiejuststyle.com/nailed it, because you're the kind of woman who nails it. I will put this in the show notes. I can't wait to see you over there. I hope you enjoy the episode on skincare products, all of this value. I love you guys. I will see you on the other side. Style Squad. Back with another episode. Super pumped. So today's Style Squad secret is inspired from our beauty masterclass that we did in the end of June with Alyssa and Katie. Thank you guys so much for showing up and being amazing. If you haven't checked out the replay, I highly recommend it. It was really, really good. Alyssa took us through the makeup archetypes that match with our style archetype. So if you've done your style archetype and you know what that is, she really laid out makeup strategies that can help support that. If you haven't done your style archetype, go to the Start Here section in the documents page in your Heartbeat app and do it, because that's where this game always begins. And then Katie popped in and talked about face shapes and haircuts that can support that. But the moral of the story is it was all about our face, right? It was all from the neck up. And one of the things that came up from that was skincare, and how no matter what we're doing, it always starts with skincare, which is such a great analogy for style, because no matter what we're doing, it always starts with the inside, right? It's always our mindset. So just like great outfits come from great mindsets, great makeup comes from great skincare. And we talked about Korean skincare, and a couple people said, "Ooh, I'd love to do more." And I said, that's all I use currently. And I've been using it for a couple of years. And this sounds really weird. I get a lot of compliments on my skin. I always like to say it's the makeup, because I do wear a lot of makeup. I do think I have great skin, but I do have a lot of scarring from acne, because I have struggled with acne since I was 18. It seems like it's getting a little bit better in my 40s, but we'll see, because my skin is absolutely changing. So I want to hop on and talk about Korean skincare for a minute, recommend a brand, and then just share some of the things that have really, really been working for me lately to inspire you guys. But please, when this episode comes out, drop your favorite skincare brands or any questions or anything around this conversation in the Heartbeat app, in the chat, or in the podcast section, whatever feels good for you. And let's continue this conversation, because I think these are really powerful conversations. And honestly, one of the reasons I really, really wanted to start the squad is to share these things. I will never forget, I was on a retreat back when I really didn't have a business, but I was in a business mastermind. And my roommate was like, "You should post this, your whole fucking makeup thing. Your whole nighttime routine. This is kind of amazing, but also I'd never do it." I don't think it's a lot. I can get it done in 5 to 10 minutes, but it's just kind of how I wash my face and do all the things. But I think it's funny, because what a fucking full circle moment, because here we are sharing out in the Style Squad. Anyways, so Korean skincare, if you don't know anything about Korean skincare, it's a really big cultural thing for them in South Korea, that skincare is everything, and it's very clean and it's very potent, and it's such a big deal in South Korea to really focus on your skincare, to the point that when I first got into this a couple of years ago, there's two big skincare brands in America, Korean skincare brands. I cannot remember the first one off the top of my mind. They have great stuff. But the one that I've been using primarily is called Peach and Lily. And I would follow their blogs and I'd read their books, and they would talk about how it's such a big deal over there, that it's not just the products that you put on your face, but it's the air quality. And they would have humidifiers in their offices and in their homes and all these things. And I just think it's really fascinating. And I think it's just this ultimate level of self-care, because we get attached to our looks. Oh, we do, right? And every time we see ourselves in the mirror and we catch our reflection, we have an internal dialogue. So I just think it's this ultimate self-care routine, even if we know things are going to change, that we're doing things for ourselves consistently to make ourselves feel good. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Korean skincare, why it's really important to them. I can share more resources on this. I have a whole book about it and all these things. I just think it's really fascinating. But I wanted to share a couple of the products that I use, a couple of the secrets that I think are the game changers when it comes to skincare that have really, really helped me keep the skin so beautiful, as I'm knee deep into my 40s over here. So my first tip, the biggest thing that has helped, because I do wear a lot of makeup and there's no shame in my game, is to double cleanse. This is the number one thing I learned from Korean skincare. So Their big thing is this 10-step routine. Nobody has time for 10 steps, right? So I've boiled it down into like 4 things that really, really work for me. And like I said, I get in and out, but I don't go to sleep without washing my face. I don't care how drunk I am. I don't drink like I used to, but recently on my husband's birthday this year, I drank one too many martinis. And let me tell you, mama was not doing good, but I woke up and the first thing I did was touch my face and my face was clean. And I was like, oh my God. So this is a unbreakable rule in my house is like a washing of the face, the double cleanse. If I wear makeup, on the days that I wear makeup, I double cleanse. Double cleanse is an oil cleanser and then a foam cleanser. The oil melts the makeup off. And you might be freaking out over oil cleansing. I have oily skin. I always have had oily skin. But the oil cleanser is amazing and it literally just melts all the makeup off of your face. Super quick oil cleanser. I use the orange sherbet from Peach and Lily, and it's so amazing. And then I just follow up with a really simple, sensitive skin foam cleanser. And then the foam cleanser is like actually cleaning my skin. The oil cleanser is really just to get all of that makeup off. So that's my number 1 trick is super quickly a double cleanse whenever you wear makeup, especially if you wear like a lot of makeup on your face to cover blemishes and things like that. Then my next step is always, no matter morning or night, I use I've been using it for years, like 5 or 6 years. One of their brands called, I'm not really sure how you pronounce all of this, but May Coupe, and it's their raw sauce. It's just a nice, simple daily serum. I use it all the time. It's really moisturizing. Doesn't clog up your pores. It makes your skin feel amazing. They have another really amazing serum called Glass Skin. I've been using that one. I think Alyssa said she uses that one. And that one's amazing as well. But I honestly am just addicted to the raw sauce. I love it. It makes my face breaks out constantly and it's really sensitive anytime I try new products. So I don't fuck around when it comes to my skincare products. Next up. Well, let me just start with moisturizing. Then we'll talk a little bit about treatments. Sorry, this episode's going to be a little longer than 5 minutes. Next up, the other thing that has saved me that I've been using for years is their snail rescue. I know this might sound gross, but there's a whole line, Peach and Lily, and this is prominent across all the Korean skincare lines, is the snail mucin concentrate. Really, really helps calm your skin, hydrate your skin, and it's really, really good for sensitive skin. I've been using the Snail Rescue products with the raw sauce probably for 5, 6, 7 years now. And those 2 things, I can always tell the difference when I don't use them. That's when my face goes nuts. That's when my face breaks out. That's when just like it doesn't feel good and it's super dry, or I look wrinkly because my skin looks hydrated, things like that. I swear by both of those things. So it's the May Coupe raw sauce and then the Peach Slices Snail Rescue. It's like an all-in-one moisturizing cream. They have a new one that's a deep moisturizing cream and it has squalene, I think that's how you say it, oil in it, which I am obsessed with. Now, I don't use that one every day. I usually use that when I'm getting closer to having my period, or even when I'm on my period, when my skin feels drier. If I haven't been hydrating and my skin looks drier, the squalene, or I'm not sure how you pronounce that, really, really has made such a big difference in my skincare presentation on just like how smooth and soft my skin feels. Up next, let's talk about treatments. So keep it simple, double cleanse, and just really good, just base serum and a moisturizer. Like that's all I've used literally until I turned 40. Then I turned 40 and well, things changed, but I wanted to start getting my skin clearer so I didn't have to feel like I always had to have foundation on to cover my skin pigmentation from acne scars, because I'm super self-conscious about it. I love makeup, but I don't like to wear makeup all the time. Like I've really been enjoying as I've gotten older, just like some BB cream with a little bit of glow, a little bit of reflective particles. I don't know. That's not the right word. Anyways, that's a different podcast episode. So I really wanted to focus on removing some of the hyperpigmentation in my skin. So I've been recently, just in the last week, really fallen in love, not last week, I'd say last month, really fallen in love with another one from Peach and Lily's website. Saturday Skin is one of the brands. So Peach and Lily like curates and brings all the different Korean skincare brands to their site. And then the woman who owns it is based in New York, and, you know, their facility, everything is in the United States. So they're just curating it. They already have it here, and then you can just buy it off their site, but they curate all the different Korean skincare brands and they test them out. And of course they have their own private label, which is amazing too. I'll talk about that in a second. But one of my favorite brands. So if you pop on this site and you're like, this sounds great, I want to try a couple of things. Obviously, everyone has very different skin types. I have oily skin. So you're going to want different things. So I'm sharing these brands with you so that you can pick brand. Like when you look for your skin concern, then you can pick some of these brands. So the Make Hoop is one I recommend. Peach Slices is one I recommend. Saturday Skin, amazing. I love every product I've tried from Saturday Skin has been amazing over the years. And recently I'm using the UZ Vitamin C Sleep Mask. And just this morning I woke up and I was like, God damn, I really feel like my skin looks so much clearer every time I use this vitamin C sleep mask. I think vitamin C is a game changer for most people. A lot of us have skin damage from not wearing sunscreen when we were younger, or like I said, hyperpigmentation from acne and things like that. So I really do recommend the vitamin C sleep mask. It's a game changer, smells amazing. It has like little pieces of, I guess it's the UZ. I'm not sure how you say that. I'm butchering all of this, but we're friends. You can correct me. I will not be offended. And you just rub it in. And I also do it on my neck and all the way down to my chest. Skincare doesn't stop for me, like on my face. I bring it all the way down to the neck and the chest. And last but not least, I read this in InStyle magazine and Glamour. After 40, you should probably be using a retinol on a regular basis if that's one of your goals, right? If you want to continue to keep your skin looking like avoiding premature signs of aging, from screens, from sun exposure, from pollution, all of those things. And so I use the Peach and Lily private label, Retinol for All. It's a renewing serum and it's amazing. I only use it a couple times a week and it really, 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 really helps. Like I said, between that and the vitamin C sleep mask this morning, I was like, for the first time, like looked in the mirror and was like, damn. And I don't usually have that reaction when I don't have on makeup because my comfort zone is full face beat makeup. Like I love makeup. So I highly, highly recommend all of these products. I know this episode was a little longer than my 5 to 10 minutes that I was planning for Style Squad episodes, but I love this stuff. So if you have any questions, drop them in the Style Squad chat in heartbeat. Let's talk about it. I'll drop a picture in there too of this. And then when we get to this episode, feel free to ask questions. All right, squaddies. If you have another request specifically that you want an episode on, feel free to DM me and heart me or drop it somewhere in one of the threads and tag me. I'm more than happy. This is for us, for all of us. All right, I'll see you on the flip side.